Alright, we're headed back home. Actually, I think we need to stop and find somewhere to pee. We both really have to go to the bathroom. And it's 45 minutes to get home, so yeah, I just got out of the car and met the other mama in her yard, handed off Isaac's milk to her. I did see her sister was holding her baby boy up on the porch, so I saw him, baby that's going to get Isaac's milk. So to that little boy, I wish you health and happiness, and you have Isaac's milk, and Isaac will be looking out for you now, and Isaac loves other little boys and their mamas. And so yeah, I got back in the car and promptly had my feelings, which are evidenced here in my eyelashes. Seeing that other baby boy as his mama walked back up the stairs of the porch to him, not having that opportunity with my baby boy. And you know, it's not just letting go of milk, it's remembering the last time that we held him after his funeral at the funeral home, and then letting him go, watching our home birth midwife carry him back to his little Moses basket that he was cuddled in, knowing that you were letting go of that, and that was the last time that you see him. It's the last time you see that milk. It's the last time you see that baby as he was in his body. There's that moment, and it deserves a moment, deserves to be honored. And you know, I honor my baby by giving his milk to another baby to help another baby. Even that tiny amount that I had, it's a little something to give. It's a token, it represents something, and I honor myself as my little boy's mother. And I'm not the mother that I wanted to be. I don't get to parent my baby. I don't have other living children yet. So I'm a mother, and I'm not a mother. It's both. And I honor my husband, who has helped me and supported me, and who also has his own loss, of course, losing his baby, losing the dream of being a daddy right now, and hopefully in the future we will get to be the parents that we want to be to living children. But for now, this is the moment that we're in, Holy Saturday, the despair and the grief and the agony, and you don't know on Holy Saturday, you don't know that Jesus is coming back, that there's resurrection after death. We don't know that yet at this part in the story, and we don't know when we get to have our living children, which was the dream that we lost and the dream that is still on hold, and we're still looking forward to it. And you don't get to celebrate the resurrection while Jesus is still dead. There is hope. We hope that there's hope, but you don't get to skip to that part while someone is still in the death part, in the grief part, in the agony part, and it's disrespectful. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. There's an elephant up on the hill that we saw on the way to take the milk to that other baby boy, and that's a little wink from our Isaac. But yeah, don't disrespect someone's grief by skipping it and hoping that there will be hope, or trying to remind them too soon of the hope. There was I listened to a podcast the other day the Rob cast with Rob Bell, and his wife, Kristen Bell, was on with him. They were talking about a book by David Kessler. It's going to be a while before I get around to reading that, but the point of his book, it's the sixth stage of grief is what it's about. We know the 5 stages, Diane Kubler-Ross, all of those stages of grief. Grief is not just sadness, it's anger, it's denial, it's bargaining, it's a whole lot of stuff. It's trauma in a lot of cases as well that you're dealing with, as we are dealing with. And the 6th stage that he's adding is meaning. We make meaning out of our life experiences, even the hard ones, even the suffering, but you don't get to skip to that part. That's what they were talking about his book. You don't get to skip to the meaning. If you try to make the meaning too soon, that can be very damaging. You have to go through the other stages, cycle through them a million times. And I do feel that I was given a gift early on, that I felt a lot of meaning in what we have experienced. That was true and that was real, and it let me know that it's possible. Even as I've gone through a lot of stages, especially more recently, that were not filled with hope and they were not filled with meaning. And everything feels meaningless when the baby dies, and when the rabbi who looked at the outcasts and gave a message of hope to so many people who were suffering and oppressed, when that person dies on Good Friday at the hands of the oppressors, meaningless and empty, pain, misery. When will this end? When will God deliver us? When will God save us? When will I be delivered from the pain of being a bereaved mother? When will I have my babies again? You don't get to skip to the meaning, even if that will happen someday. And it does happen sometimes, and some days it doesn't, and that's okay. And we can honor ourselves, we can honor each other by letting ourselves and each other grieve appropriately. And appropriately just means to actually do it. To love without trying to fix someone. To love without expecting them to be more acceptable. Other cultures wail, and they hire people to wail and to mourn, and we don't get to do that in Western culture, in American culture, in American Christianity and American churches. Pretty much expected to keep your anger, keep your grief, keep your wailing to yourself. Do that on your own time. And yeah, I don't know, I'm a rambling soul. We're getting gas. We're gonna go home. Holy Saturday. There might be Alleluias tonight and tomorrow. I have been feeling that way. Late last night I was feeling really happy. It was a good day yesterday in general. Despite what the poetry I published on my blog may indicate, only publish bad things on good days. That's my advice to other poets and writers, as if I have any credibility at all to be giving advice, but that's what I'm learning. So anyway, we're gonna get gas and go to the bathroom and go home to our dog the rest of the day, the rest of the weekend. A holy day.